Greetings, it's Mia. So, today we're going to be talking about elephant symbolism. So, that's going to be the animal that we discuss. Elephants are typically associated with wisdom, and when you think of elephants, they actually have tusks. And when I was looking into the different symbolism of elephants, I also found compassion, community, luck, sacred symbol of luck, loyalty, power, and fertility. And actually, you see that in um, you'll see the elephant actually depicted on like clothes that are made from India, where they have like hiram pants and stuff, where the elephant's trunk is up, symbolizing good luck. Also, that goes back to the goddess Lakshmi, right? So Lakshmi is the goddess of love, and then you have Ganapati who protects her, and Ganapati is said to be the remover of obstacles. So removing the obstacles to get to that abundance, because Lakshmi represents not only love but abundance. And the other thing about the elephant is interesting because when you see Lakshmi, she looks very royal. And in ancient times, in places that were considered that are in ancient China, the Han Dynasty and other dynasties will wear ivory as a place as a representation of royalty, as a representation of status. And that goes back to the elephant symbolism of wisdom, because when you think about people that are in royal positions or in high power positions, they're supposed to be people that are very wise. They're supposed to be people that have to think about many things, and the decisions that they affect many people. So when it comes to the elephant, that's what it symbolizes, is wisdom. And it's under protection. And when you think about like royalty, it's under protection too. And Lakshmi is under protection of Ganapati. And also, when I looked at like the tusk, right? The tusk is connected to the skull in elephants, right? It also has the same chemical structure, dentine, I believe it's called dentin. Dentin is what it's called. That is the chemical structure that makes up tusk and also makes up your teeth and any mammal's like teeth. So when we think about teeth and enamel and we think about skulls, that goes back to Saturn. And Saturn is the holder of life lessons and wealth. And to get knowledge and wisdom, we have to go through life's experiences and learn and grow to understand, to get higher degrees of wisdom. So even the elephant itself is associated with Saturn. So then when we go back to Orion, I mean, another thing, I'm sorry, I've skipped past some other things. Before we get into Orion, two other animals, because everything is good in three, so that we have an understanding of why I'm doing three, because there's way more animals that have tusks than just these three that I'm naming. But another animal that's associated with tusks is the walrus and the narwhal. Narwhal. Both of they have tusks. Walruses are considered a keeper of wisdom as well. And narwhal is a symbol of good fortune and also unique energy and magic power and empathic abilities. Um, so there's a duality, there's a consistency of the message when it comes to looking at animals that have tusks, as far as them representing wisdom, and wisdom is higher understanding, right? Wisdom is understanding clarity, being able to see the bigger picture. And although Norwell does not say that specifically, when you look it up, it doesn't say anything about wisdom, but wisdom is like almost like a magic power because everybody doesn't have it. And the narwhal is considered as an animal that is very intuitive and has empathic abilities. Sometimes these empathic abilities are developed through experience, which is what Saturn represents. Saturn represents those experiences and those lessons that we have to learn so that we can learn from our mistakes, grow, shift and change to get to our abundance, to get to our wealth. Because when we're not actually learning those lessons, it's deterring us from that wealth, or it's taking us away from that wealth because we're not seeing the higher picture to be able to get to where we need to go. So wisdom is, I mean, elephant is a powerful symbol of luck. It's associated with compassion as well, having compassion, because to be in a high position, you need to have compassion because you're in a position of power. So you have to have compassion. You have to use your power correctly. And the elephant demonstrates that in its very essence, in the way that it moves. So going back to the elephant in older times, in ancient times, the elephant was actually in America. And some even say that it's indigenous to America because the etchings or the carvings on some of the temples in Mexico and other places have depictions of elephants. So when I looked up the elephants, it said that the elephants were in relation to the star Orion. Orion is the brightest star. I'm sorry, Orion is heaven's light. And we think about light, light is information. Because when you don't have information or you don't have awareness and things like that, you're in the darkness. So Orion is all about light. And kind of to swing this back into something that is very interesting that I've noticed is that Orion is the hunter, right? And you know, a lot of us are hunting to get to our purpose, to find like what truly makes us at peace and things like that, even if we don't realize. Um, but when we think about Orion's brightest star, it's Betelgeuse. And Betelgeuse was very close to the planet at the time, right at the time that the whole global shutdown had occurred. Betelgeuse was bringing in that light. And I remember that I was outside every day meditation, and I definitely felt the difference of energy. I definitely felt light and more clear about things. And now, since that's happened, and right around those times, there was an eclipse. Everybody's consciousness has been shifting. More things have been coming out, like more truth has been coming out about celebrities. Right around that time, oh no, that wasn't it. But just more truth has been coming out. More things have been revealed as we have been able to experience. Once we got those light rays, it started bringing light to a lot of things that people were in the darkness about when it came to like public figures, when it came to like your life, maybe your relationships, maybe your work, maybe your environment, many things. So this goes back to wisdom, unlocking wisdom, you know, remembering why you're here for one, but also being able to see truth to make certain decisions that put you in a better position for where you actually want to be. So that pretty much covers it. With the elephant symbolism, I hope I made those connections clear, because a lot of the times when you're talking about symbolism in relation to the experiences that we have on earth and what we experience, is very hard to make people understand and grasp the higher perspective on what is actually being experienced in relation to what you see here down in this 3D reality, and in relation to the stars and even historical things, because everything is built off of momentum here on the planet. So, you know, elephants are associated with royalty because of their wisdom, because of their memory and the things that they're able to do. But everything that was been experienced with an elephant on the human level, or on level of man, everything that's been experienced and everything that's been done built up a record of what the elephant really stands for in our psyches and in the world at large. So seeing elephants is really important. When you see that, that's a great sign. Um, and yeah, that pretty much covers it. I hope that you all enjoyed. Um, I had to tap into my elephant wisdom today. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for listening. Much love, much peace, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.